All right. Good morning, my friends just joining. Child's pose to start. Right, so knees nice and wide. And a sense of heaviness, right? Tailbone back down to the heels. Arms might crawl forward. And then very intentional grounding, right? Forehead to the earth. And this softness through the rest of your body. You might even turn your palms face up. Just this softening through the shoulder girdles, a sense of open, ready to receive, and just breathe. It's in through the nose and out through the nose. And starting right away to drag the breath across the back of your throat. This wave-like motion in and out. And each breath in starting to get just a little deeper, longer. And each breath out, same thing, maybe 4 or 5 seconds until your lungs are completely empty. Do that just a few times. Right here in stillness, no other direction, just breathe. And with this awareness of the breath, this heat starting to build in this body as you light it up, you're just going to start to reach the fingertips forward, kind of crawl them forward. Keep hinging the hips back and just find more length for the side body, the shoulder, the armpit. You might even walk the hands over in one direction, stacking one hand on top of the other as you reach long through the side body. And coming back through center, take that little walk the other way. Lengthening from fingertips to hip. And coming back through center. And then let your left hand start to reach back for the left heel. You'll hold on to it. Press down into the knees, the shins, lift up to kneeling. Press the hips forward as the right arm extends up. You're in this half camel shape, stretching the shoulder, the hip, the belly. And it's right back down to child's pose as you exhale. Taking the right hand back to the right heel. Pressing in, knees, shins, belly helps you lift. Thrusting the hips forward, full inhale to the lungs. And then exhale back down, child's pose. Pause there for a few breaths. Give yourself a moment to reset. And you're going to start again. Left hand, left heel. Bursting up to that half camel. Press forward, open. Back down, child's pose. Right hand, right heel. Press and lift. And it's sweeping back down. Keep your right hand where it is. Let the left hand grab your opposite heel. So if you can hold on to both heels, tapping the forehead down, starting to round the spine. Maybe the crown of your head presses down. You find space for the shoulders, the mid-back, the low back. Sink the hips back down. Interlace the fingers behind you. Really clasp the knuckles. See about lifting them up. Stretch the shoulders, the forehead is still down. Maybe you start to lean the knuckles over to the left, center, and then over to the right. Back up. Take it each way. Just open up the shoulders. Good. Releasing the hands back down out in front of you. Crawl your way up to your tabletop. Palms under the shoulders. And just a little movement here through the body. Right? Cat, cow. Open the heart. Press down into the hands around the spine. Do that a few times. It could be straight up and down. You can start to just get a little bit more organic with your movements, side to side. I just find this the best way to really open up these little creaky places through the shoulders, the hips, the torso, the back. And then with the hands grounded, tucking the toes, peel the shoulders, those are your knees, pick them up, hover them, breathe. Belly has to light up here, yes? See about tucking that tailbone nice and high, open up the collarbone, and then start to just press the hips up and back. You're in your downward facing dog. Heels heavy. Spread through the fingers, press the belly toward the thighs. Soft neck. Shifting into the top of your push-up, pause here. Notice if the distance between the feet and hands has to be adjusted so that as you roll forward, your shoulders are over the wrists. And just take a breath in. Exhale, down dog. And sending your right leg up to the sky. You might just feel the weight in the hands, the heel reaching up. And then you're going to start to curl the right knee in towards your nose, round your spine. Take the knee and just gently tap the ground. And then pull it back up, round your spine. 2 more. Little tap. And press it up into the chest. Good, tap it down. Round the spine. Good, and then let the knee come down. Drop the inside edge of your back left foot and open the left arm. Maybe we call this a gate pose, or it looks like a modified side plank. Just peeling open, stretching through the shoulder here. Walk it forward with the fingers, come back up and around. Big circles with your top arm. And next time it reaches up, press off of your bottom hand to lift it up, bicep to the ear, stretching the right side waist. And then do that again. Hand lands, left arm overhead, and then bring it back. Right arm up. And exhale, brings both hands down. Turn to the toes of the left foot. Kick that right leg up, and then land the toes. The left leg rises, breath in. And feeling your 3-legged dog, squeezing your left butt cheek. And then rolling, knee comes forward, shoulders over the wrists, hug it in. And then tap the knee gently down. Pull it back up, round. 2 more like that, tap it, pull it. Good, little tap down. Breath in, lift it into the chest. Good, tap it. Pull it up. This time knee lands. Roll to the inner edge of the right foot and open the right arm. Take the right fingers forward and down, circling, stretching. And next time the arm comes up, press off of the bottom hand, use your core, lift up and back, left bicep up by the ear, and then take it back to the floor, right arm overhead. And one more time, reach it back. And exhale, bring both hands forward, roll it back, and then take the left knee back up. 3-legged dog, exhale, downward facing. Good, right leg, heels up, knee to your nose, tap the floor 1 time, pull it up, land the knee, roll to that gate pose. Lifting front arm up and over, and then windmill the hands. 3-legged dog, kick the right leg up, down dog, exhale, left leg up. Knee, pull it forward, tap it down, pick it up. Good, tap it down, roll to the gate pose, right foot lands, right arm up, and then reverse this. And then exhale, both hands down, sweep it back to the 3-legged dog, left leg is high. Good, land the toes, down dog. In breath, roll it forward, high push-up, and then start to bend the elbows, low push-up. Take it through your up dog, pull the heart forward, shoelace sides are pressing down, and then roll over the toes, hips high, down dog. Taking 3 breaths. And then looking forward, start to step both feet to the top of your mat. Start to bring the hands to the hips. Maybe fingers interlace at the low back. Press the knuckles up. Draw the shoulder blades to each other. And then try to take your left shoulder to your left knee. Little bend of the left knee. Straightening through and pulling back the right hip. Come back to center. Same thing other side. Right knee bends. Right shoulder taps it. Left leg is long, reaching back. And come through center. Exhale, release the hands, forward fold. Take a halfway lift. Long spine. And then exhale, plant your hands. Step the feet back, top of your push-up. Shift forward on the toes to lower to your low push-up, elbows hugging. Upward facing, stretch the heart forward. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. And now starting to walk the hands back to your feet. You're going to arrive at a forward fold, back of your mat. In breath, stand up, reach the arms overhead, find a little back bend. And then soft knees, fold your body forward. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale, walk the hands forward and lower to your low push-up. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now we're gonna go through that a few more times and we're gonna go kind of non-stop cycle of breath, right? So you'll walk the hands back and rise up, breath in. Exhale, fold and lower. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale, walk it forward, low push-up. Upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Walking the hands to the feet, right into your half lift. Exhale, fold. Breath in, rise up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, high to low push-up. Upward facing, downward facing. Hands walk right back. You're gonna do this 2 more times. Half lift, extend. Exhale, fold. In breath, burst up, open the heart. Exhale, fold. Long spine, inhale. Exhale, walk it forward, chaturanga, high to low. Upward facing. Down dog, keep it going, hands walk back. Lift halfway, fold it. Face up, rise up. Exhale, fold. Long spine, walk it forward. Low push-up. In breath, up dog, down dog. We're gonna do it 1 more time. Just let it feel like a wave. Walk it back. Half lift. Fold it. Burst it up. Open the heart. Soft knees. Fold it. Lift your spine long. Half. Exhale. Chaturanga. Walk it forward. Low push-up to your upward facing. Take it back. Down dog. Resetting the breath. Take it in through the nose and out through the nose. Right? Notice how your body feels. Where's the heat? Is there still an awareness of your breath moving in and out intentionally? And then start to lift right up through the left leg. Peel it up. And you're gonna take this knee out wide to your elbow as you roll forward and plant the foot. Take your back toes, step them out wider than your right hand. And you're in your yogi squat. You're breathing here. Feel the breath moving. You're gonna plant the right hand down. Open your left arm. Inhale. And you can stay here for a few breaths or take your left hand to the floor behind you like a seesaw. Right hand comes up and you burst the hips open. You're gonna come right back where you were. Hips get low, hands reset in front of your heart. Feel like a little ninja here. Left hand comes down, right hand goes up. You can stay here or take that right hand behind you, tilt back, left arm thrusts up, so do your hips. Good, now can you ninja your way back to your Malasana yogi squat? Good, hands come down, step or hop your feet back, high to low push up. Up, down, breath in, downward facing, breath out. and send your right leg to the sky. Pull the knee forward and plant your foot. Pause, you're in your low lunge. Widen your stance. High lunge, breath in. Arms reach up. All right, so sink into the hips. Pull right hip back. Left hip flexors open. Squeeze your left butt cheek. Then take your hands to your heart. Scooch it to your skandasana. Shift the weight into your back left foot. Toes are facing the same direction as your face. You sink low. You feel that depth here through the hip. And take another big exhale. I'm going to shift the weight back into a lunge into the right leg. Land the right fingers. Sweep left arm overhead. Extended side angle to the top of your mat. Now take your top left arm and wrap it behind your torso. Maybe you can even sneak that hand to land on your thigh. And then reverse your warrior. In breath, take the right arm up and over. Big side stretch. Exhale, unwind, hands come down. Float, right leg back, low push up. Up dog, breath in. Down dog, breath out. Left leg, lift it up. Pulling the knee forward, plant the foot, and you're gonna start to take it to a high lunge. Not on a tightrope here, feet are wide, arms are up. Sink into the hips, draw the left hip back. Inhale. Good, you're gonna find that skandasana to the back of your mat, hands to your heart, press off the left foot to shift into the right hip. Pull it, draw it back. Now this is gonna be that extended side angle to the front, rebend, left knee, ooh, hello, plant the left hand, reach the right arm overhead. Good, nice and long. Now take that right hand, turn the palm out, land it to the back of your spine, or kind of wrap it around your thigh, and then just reverse that top arm, the left arm overhead. Good, unwinding to release, exhale, hands down, floating, left leg back right into your low push-up. Up dog, downward facing, breathe it out. Now reset the breath. Now you're gonna start to peel the right leg up and just pull that knee out wider than your tricep. Plant the foot outside the hand. Good, same goes for the back foot outside the left hand. Yogi squat. Right hand comes down, left arm peels open for the twist. You might be working this here, or take that top hand, let it land behind you, trust yourself, lift the right arm, press the hips up. Come right back to your yogi squat, hip sink, collect the palms, left hand comes down. Right arm reaches up, work the squat or seesaw back, right hand down, hips and left arm up and over. And back to the yogi squat. Now opportunity here to crow pose to the back or just plant the hands, step or hop back. If you want to take that little float here, knees to elbows, triceps, before you take it back. But move through that vinyasa, high to low, up to down. And it's your right leg that starts the party. Pull the knee forward, plant the foot, right up to your high lunge. Skandasana, left knee bends, shift the weight, extended side angle to the front. Right arm is down, left arm is over. You start to wrap it for a half bind as you exhale and reverse. Breath in, right arm up. Unwind, exhale, windmill down. Float the right leg back, move it through. If those high to lows get to be too much, right to down dog. Left leg is up. Knee pulls forward, foot plants, high lunge. Hands to the heart, skanda to the back, long through that inner left thigh. An extended side angle to the front, rebend left knee, reach right arm over. Wrap it behind for a half bind and reverse. Left arm reaches back. Exhale, plant both hands, float, left leg back, low push-up, up dog, downward facing, breathe. Give yourself a moment here, in through the nose, and out through the nose. Calm, steady breath. And then we're gonna start here, left leg, Peel it up. Good, changing the flow up here a little bit. Pull the knee forward, pull it into your chest, tap the floor, pull it back up. Step it through. So now your left leg is forward. You're gonna take the right knee, pull it up to your chest and kick it forward. Press forward with the hands. And then the right hand, right toes are gonna swoop right back down to the ground. In breath to open the left arm. So here you are, a little dragonfly twist. They kind of walk the left toes out just a bit, so you've got more space for the hip. You might find just a little bounce here, a little pulse feels good to open it up. And then take the outside edge of your right foot and turn it to the ground. See if that gives you more space to explore that right hip oblique. Your right hip might come all the way down. It might be nowhere near the ground. Just feel that stretch. Now keeping the right hand and foot grounded, walk your left foot so that it can stack for a side plank. Now we're gonna turn this side plank maybe into a reverse plank. So that top hand, again, trust yourself. Reach it back behind you. Turn to your heels. Lift your hips. Reverse plank. Come back up and over. And you're just taking it right to a regular plank. Flip your body over. Low push-up. Up dog. Down dog. And now it's your right leg. Lift it up. Pull the knee forward. Plant it. But pause. We're not going where you think you are. Drop your back heel. Bring your right hand inside of your right foot and pull, lengthen, lift, triangle on a breath in. Right, so long through that inner thigh. Big toe mound, pressing into the earth. Outside edge of your back left foot, pull it in. Peel the heart open. See about floating your bottom hand, right? Rely on your core strength. Open your heart. Take another big breath in. We've got a warrior two. You can make it really dramatic. Your right knee is gonna bend. You might kind of sweep the arms out and land it here, right? So there's this rolling open of your hips, right? So let them roll open. Let your torso turn and face dead ahead. Same direction as your back toes. Right toes straight toward the top of your mat. And get wide in your warrior, right? Ankles and wrists might be kind of in line with each other. That's how wide your stance is. And just breathe. Gaze can go forward towards your right hand, but your hips and your nips stay facing dead ahead. Okay, we're gonna open this up here. Big breath in, arms come up, star shape. Feel like you can reach the corners. And then just set your warrior two to the back. Roll your left toes to the back. Right toes now face away from your body, same direction as your chest and your hips. Arms extend. Right, so just setting that shape on the other side. Now again, those hip bones are rolled open here, right? We're gonna sort of close these open hips like a book. You're gonna take your back hand, your back toes, and sort of turn forward, close the book. And then open it into a twist, taking your left hand back behind you, twisting across your left knee. Nice big open twist. Now take the hand behind you, grab the outside of your right leg and tip back. Breath in as that right arm reaches straight up. Little exalted warrior. Big inhale. Then we're gonna tip this forward. Exhale, fingers of the right hand come inside the left foot. Pop your back heel up to the sky. And then we're just gonna move over. Open up that left arm. Revolved half moon. You might even bend the knee, reach for the foot behind you. See about giving it a little extra lift. And then start to take the flying left hand to your left heel. Close down into a standing leg split. You might even shoot that right heel a little bit higher. If you need both hands grounded, release the heel. Right? But if you've got it, you might wrap the forearm behind the calf and kind of deepen the fold. Good. You're gonna start to just release the hands. Step the right toes back. Step the left toes back. Low push-up. Upward facing. Down dog. Let it out. And now stay with me here, right leg, pick it up. Pulling the knee forward, hug it in, tap it to the floor, pull it back up, round the spine, plant the foot. Good. You're gonna step right up, left knee to chest, and then kick, press, really lengthen everything out. And then the left hand, left toes, swoop back and down to the floor, right arm opens. All right, so you're here in that dragonfly twist. Same option to sort of walk the right toes out toward 10 o'clock and just drop the outer left foot down, playing around with space for the oblique, for the hip, right? Tapping, lifting, whatever space you have here. And get really firm here through the left hand and outer left foot. Walk the right foot or float it right to the side plank. Now we're going to take this plank into reverse. Top hand, trust yourself, roll to your heels, land the hand. Right, so you might set up this nice big reverse plank. Then we're just going to turn it back over, right? Flip it around. Whoop, top of your push-up, facing the back. And take it to your low push-up. Up dog, huge inhale. Down dog, exhale. And now it's your left leg, pick it up. Pull the knee forward, plant the foot. Now drop the back heel down and inhale, triangle. Pull the left hip back, long through the left leg. Right arm reaches up. Breathing, opening, lifting here. Chest is lifting, belly's engaged. That bottom hand might not even need to be there. Right? Firm up your stance. Breathing. Now, how dramatic can you make your warrior two? Left knee bends a lot. You can sweep out, extend, like go-go gadget arms reach, but soft through the shoulders. You might even turn your palms up so that you can relax. If I feel the knee reaching forward towards your pinky toe, back outer foot, right foot, glued down. Yes, and then extend. Really feeling the warrior two, right? Hips are open, belly's engaged. And just breathe here. Now to reset, to switch sides, you're just gonna reach all the way up. Toes turn out, you're a star. And then set it up. Right toes go forward. Left toes turn parallel with the back of your mat. And your right knee bends. All right, warrior two to the top of your mat. And breathing, knee toward the pinky toe, extension through the arms, feeling the outward rotation of your hips, firming up through the belly. Take another breath. Now we're going to close this book of your hips. Right? So turn to the ball of your back foot. Take your left hand forward. Hands can meet out in front. And then just turn this into an open lunge twist. And so you've got a deep bend through the right knee. Your right hand is reaching back. Ooh, left arm is forward. Now, the hand behind you, grab the outside of your left leg. Tip the hips forward, reach the heart up, stretch for your evolved warrior. For your exalted warrior, big inhale. And we're just gonna take this to a revolved half moon by tipping forward. Left fingers ground, left heel lifts, right arm reaches out. As you're twisting through the core, you may bend the left knee, reach for it behind you. A little kick up. Now as you release that foot, it's gonna continue to go straight up. Right hand might grab your right heel. By folding into your standing leg split. Both hands might be down, right hand might be to the right heel. Right, but just looking to get space. Kick the left heel up. Now, just start to bring those toes down, land your hands, and float. Step back to your plank. Low push-up. Up dog, huge breath in. Down dog, breathe out. I'm just resetting here, heels heavy. Take a big inhale, big exhale. You're gonna look forward. We're gonna find that yogi squat at the top of your mat. You might step both feet out wide, or just bend the knees, float forward, land the feet, yogi squat. Right, so you've got a moment to recover the breath, to feel right here. If you want to bring the hands down, take it up into a crow. You can play with that for a moment. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But you're here for about 5 breaths, right? So if you are looking to just practice weight in the hands, just get them firm on the floor. Turn your elbows forward, the eyes of your elbows as you tip, maybe just practicing a toe at a time. And when you're ready, hands will come down, hips will reach up to the sky, and just fold. You're gonna step your right foot just maybe about 3 feet behind the left. And you're gonna line up your heels here. So I generally say you're not on a tightrope. Here you kind of are. So walk your back toes in line with the left heel. And keep pulling the left heel back, the left hip back. And then from here, turn your fingers away from your toes toward the back of your mat and walk them back. So you're in this pyramid shape. You might feel a lot of stuff happening for that left hamstring. If you need blocks under the hands, if you need your hands more forward, take what you need. But if you're here, fingertips walking back, really feel the weight in your left heel and start to pick up your right heel. Lean the hips back, press into the fingertips, engage your belly. See about floating that right heel to your tush, flamingo shape. You breathe here. Another 2 big breaths, whether you're in your pyramid or your flamingo. You're gonna start to bend gently into the left knee so that you can plant the right knee and shin down. Roll your hip bones back, and maybe fingers are grounded forward or back, and you lift the left leg. You might take right hand to left foot. Maybe you take the left hand to the foot as well. So a little wobbly, a little tricky. Breathe here. And when you're ready, you're gonna release, step into the left foot, shift your weight forward and fly. So here you are in your airplane pose. Left foot is supporting you. Arms are reaching back. It's just 2 big breaths in your balance here. Pointing those back toes to the floor, little up dog in your chest. And when you're ready, foot will land, wider stance, yogi squat. Take it back to the top. Last chance to play with a little crow pose if you're into it. Hands are down, toes might walk closer, coming to the tip toes. Hug knees and triceps. Shifting the weight forward, just feel weight in the hands. Strong 11 in the arms. Toes might float, maybe just 1. But when you're ready, it's back to that yogi squat and those hips straight up, fold. And now your right foot's gonna stay forward. Your left foot is gonna step a few feet back behind you. You're gonna set up your pyramid, left toes right behind the right heel. Drawing the hips up and back, stretching right into the belly of the right hamstring. And walk your hands back. And you decide how much space you need. If you need blocks that frame your foot instead, or you might be walking the hands back. Really feeling the weight in the right heel, big toe mound, press into the foot, press into the fingers, bend slightly through your back left knee, and then maybe work that flamingo, heel straight up, chin is tucked. So you've got your choice here, flamingo, pyramid, a forward fold. Just feel the back body, stretch it out. One more big inhale, big exhale. Start to gently rebend right knee, left knee lands, kind of like kneeling position, and then shift hips back. They'll land on the left heel. Your right leg can start to lift and straighten out in front of you. And so you've got hands for support behind you. Maybe left hand holds on to the right foot. And you can either use that right hand to stabilize, or you can grab, ooh, hello. I love this one because I always fall. So you just hold on, breathe, see what happens. The floor is so close to you. If you just topple, you're okay. So you give yourself another breath, and then start to take this right foot, plant it back down in front of you. Lift the hips, shift the weight into the right foot, and then fly. Now here you are, airplane pose. Left toes face the ground, palms face the ground as their fingers reach back. Hug the shoulder blades together. Heart is lifted, breath in. I'm gonna take one more big in and out. And you start to land just the feet together. Forward fold. Soften the neck, soften the shoulders. So you're here in this forward fold shape, long legs. We're gonna take the same shape, but seated, right? So start to drop your tush. Right? You may walk the hands back, come into a seat. Legs are long, right? Can scooch that flesh you're blessed with right out of the way. Tailbone is super heavy. Heels are down, toes are up. If you need that strap or a towel or something, wrap it around the balls of your feet. But first, really lift, right? Arms come up, hips lift away, or ribs lift away from your hips. Body parts today. You really lift and lengthen, and then start to reach. Stay long through your spine. Long, 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 flat back. Get as far as you can, and then soften, release. So whether you're holding a strap or your feet or your legs somewhere, just really tuck the chin, find so much space. Right, you are here to stretch the entire posterior chain, right? And it starts right at the heels. The bases of your heels open up, and then your ankles and your calf muscles and the backs of your knees and your hamstrings, your glutes, the lower back, right? The muscles that line your spine right up to your shoulders and your cervical spine, your neck. And really pay attention here to the tucking of your chin. Right? Just that little bit of extra softness will really allow some stuff to open up through the whole back body. Right? So any little bit of tension, you might not realize what else that is kind of controlling and gripping. Right? Give yourself just a few more breaths. A little reminder to allow the neck to relax, to soften, just by maybe taking one ear to one shoulder and then the other to the opposite shoulder. It's just a little wave through the middle. It just loosens everything up. Makes so much softness here. You're not here forever. It's a blip in your day. The shape doesn't look like much, but it's doing so much good for your body. Just be here, right here. Just you, your breath, and the sensations that you feel, that you can dig into. And you've got just about 3 or 4 full breaths left. And so feel the breath pass through the nose, feel the lungs, the belly, the back ribs, the legs. And that slow exhale that empties the breath the same way it came in. The invitation for more length every time you inhale. And that extra bit of softening, releasing when you exhale. And do it maybe 2 more times. You're gonna move really slowly, nice and soft and gingerly with your body as you roll back up, and stacking the shoulders right over the hips. Feeling the crown of your head reaching straight up. And roll out the shoulders, maybe bend and move the legs. And use your hands to help you scooch down to your tailbone. Let yourself just roll back. Maybe the knees come in with you. Give them just a little squeeze. A little rock side to side. And you might start to point the feet straight up. You might point and flex the toes away from your face, towards your face. And if you'd like to take a little shoulder stand here, you might take the hands right underneath your hips. You might kind of scooch them up on there. Drive down into your upper arms, your triceps, and then help assist. Those hips straight up, knees and ankles stack over. And if you'd like, plow pose, take the toes, start to hinge from the hips, reach back, let them land. If your toes don't reach, just keep your hands to your low back for support. Doing your best to be really still through the neck. No looking around. You don't want to strain anything. Just nice and easy on the arms. Wherever you are, maybe you start to roll back up. You might kind of hug the knees in, roll the spine gently back down. My happy baby is here for you, holding the shins or the feet. We can explore some different movement that sprouts from here. And whether you're lengthening the legs or working the depth, knees wider than the ribs. And you'll start to just hug the knees to the chest. Give yourself a squeeze, a hug. And let the feet come down. Turn the soles of your feet towards each other. And then let the knees drop out. And so you're in this butterfly shape with the legs, the Supta Baddha Konasana. You might have a hand on the heart, a hand on the belly. And if you feel relaxed, you allow this rotation outward of the hips, the softening through the body. You stay right here. If it's requiring effort or it's straining you to be here, lengthen the legs out. Keep the hips rolling open. And maybe the hands drop out by your side, palms face up. And you settle in for your final resting shape, your Shavasana. And it's just, again, a few moments for you to commit to being right here, right where you've landed, where you can take rest and let go. Whatever is burdening you, heavy on your heart, on your mind. Exhale, let it out. Let something melt off of your body like beads of sweat. Shavasana. As you take the next breath in, make it longer, fuller, a little bigger than the one before. And once you're full through the lungs, drop your jaw, empty out. And then again, fullest breath you've taken all day, right into the lungs, the belly, the back body. Let it out. Now from your stillness, a little movement. Your fingers, toes, ankles, wrists. Maybe you take it up into a full body stretch, arms go long, legs go long. And give your knees a squeeze into your heart. And you just choose a side, let your body roll that way, knees and shoulders curl up into a fetal position. And then start to gently press yourself up into a seat. No rush to get there. Maybe even the eyes are still closed as you arrive. Let the arms reach up. Let your fingertips find each other overhead. Then press the palms together and drag them right to your heart. Inhaling, fill up. Exhaling, let it out. This movement, this is the start of the growth, the transformation. Everything comes from the way that you move and breathe, react, and own who you are. This is no small feat what you've done this morning. You've set the tone. You've started this inward transformation. These shifts have happened. You start to bring your thumb knuckles right up to your forehead center, your third eye. And in celebration of all that you are, we bow to one another and say, Namaste. I can't thank you guys enough for being here today. So grateful for all of you. Again, if you've got questions or anything, you know where to find me. And I will see you guys either Thursday or Saturday. Have an awesome rest of your day. I love you.